his stepfather said something really terrible to her, and I think she took that to heart and got caught up in, okay, I can't age because aging will make me not acceptable.
He promised me the world, a princess in a tower. But now I'm just a girl, watching hours turn to sour. I pack my bags.
Does it make you less interested in watching it, trying, or is it part of what makes it interesting to know that, to figure out what's real and what's production?
Yeah, I think it makes it a little interesting. And then there's some things like that you just can't like make up, right? You can't possibly make it up. Like the Jasmine situation that's going on.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like they only ever answer the questions just enough to make you want to ask the next question. And then maybe you'll never get it, but you'll keep watching it hoping you do get that answer.
And then you have Stacey and Darcy, which I cannot stop. I'm sort of hooked. Everybody
Yeah.
says that they're so sweet and they're so nice, and I believe it. Um,
Hmm.
but at the same time, you know, I believe all her plastic surgery started with Jesse and that horrible experience of being, like his stepfather said something really terrible to her, and I think she took that to heart and got caught up in, okay, I can't age because aging will make me not acceptable.
Yeah. Is he the applied
The
psychologist?
applied psychologist. Hmm?
So is it Jesse
Yeah,
Meester?
but he's not a psychologist. He's a life coach, or tried to be.
Oh, interesting. Because his overview on Google is Jesse Meester is an actor, model, entrepreneur, and applied psychologist who appeared on
Are
90 Day
you?
Fiancé.
You're kidding.
That's what it
No. Oh my
says.
God. What? What? Ugh, well, I can't even. I gotta look. I mean, I believe you, but
Yeah.
did he edit his own Wikipedia? So he clearly had a fear that she was drinking too much. And he seemed genuinely upset and wanting her to stop drinking. And so that seemed legitimate and not like a narcissistic desire at all. And yet she had this like teenager response of, I'm going to do what I want, instead of hearing his concern of, okay, my drinking makes you nervous. I understand that. I will, you know, regardless of whether I think I drink too much or not, it clearly makes you upset, and therefore I will stop.
Yeah, something I've noticed with them is like if they get overwhelmed or they feel threatened in any way, they kind of will like sort of shut down, but also like um, dig their heels in and kind of like stand their ground and stand up for themselves, which is like good in a sense, but then also not good if you're trying to communicate with somebody. And so if you also have somebody doing the same thing, then you have two people who really aren't getting anywhere.
Yeah, I feel like they're twin power. We're powerful. I feel like that's very fragile, very brittle, and they
Hmm.
it seems like I watch them say that, and I get the feeling that they're cosplaying. I'm not going to say that they are. I'm just saying that's how it feels to me.
Hmm.
Um, because I think if you're truly empowered within yourself, aging is difficult. I'm just going to say that. It is difficult to
Hmm.
like notice how your face is changing. And there is, I don't want to say a fear of it, because I think it's societal. I think that especially for women, that when we age, there's this, okay, your life is over. Anything you wanted to accomplish is now, you've run out of time.
Right.
And, that's a fallacy. That's just a societal, what, stereotype, misbelief. Let's call it a misbelief. But you can know that and still be caught up in it. Like Manon can know her worth, but the minute she goes back
Hmm.
to France, she is caught up again in that pain of, I don't fit here. I don't belong here.
Definitely. Yeah, it's like I just wonder, I don't know, like Like, at one point, is it enough? Is it going to be enough?
What's the it? What?
I feel like they're always trying to like outdo themselves, if that makes sense. And then they're also twins, so it's like if one does a surgery, the other one needs to do it too, right? And so, like, does that make sense what I'm saying?
What you're saying, and tell me if this fits what you're saying. And I think it is the most heartbreaking thing that Stacey met Florian, like, and he asked her to marry him very quickly. And Darcy wanted the same thing. Like, she wanted to be able to come back from a first visit and say, "Oh, I'm engaged." And
Yeah, because that's the twin thing,
I
right?
guess,
Keeping up with your twin.
yeah. And I look at that and think, how much is that driving your behavior? Because it's almost cartoonish, the degree to which, you want this immediate affection. And I'm sure there's something deeper driving that. But if she hadn't been so devastated by Jesse's rejection, which was partly due to perhaps this twin competition, and she doesn't like to feel controlled. You're absolutely right. That whole "we're going to do what we want."
They were both mad when Georgie said he was wasting his good years.
Wait, did she say that or did he say?
He said it. He said, yeah, he said, I think I'm just wasting my good years. And they were like, your good years, because they're like, we're older, like we're wasting our good years, like, and
Well,
so,
did it come down to Georgie being around family and then wanting a kid?
yeah, that's the new thing that happened after him saying that. So first he said that he was missing out on his good years because they were always fighting and all that, and then he's coming out and saying like, oh, actually, I want kids now.
Yeah, I think it's something you have to be very clear about. Very, very clear about. If there's any sort of gray of, "Oh, I may want them, oh, I may not," then you have no business being with somebody who definitely does not want them.
Yeah. Which oh, what's her name? She's the one that moved to the UK in the other way.
Grace?
Yes, yes. She. Did you get to that part yet? The most recent
Where
episode?
she's not wanting to have kids? Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Now she's having that realization, and he's like, "But we've had this conversation. We've even picked out our children's names."
Well, I,
And so he's totally like
well, I wonder
blindsided.
if she's having that realization because she doesn't feel like they're connecting like they used to. Like that whole conversation they had in the spa where he was like, "You're too expensive. Your happiness is too expensive."
She's probably wondering like, "How can we have a kid if I'm too
Right?
expensive?" Like,
Right. Like I don't think she suddenly changed her mind on wanting a kid. She looked at what her life would be with this particular
yeah,
guy having a kid. Again, back to what I was saying earlier about knowing what you need, you know. I think if people were able to step out of themselves and look at themselves objectively, I've said that before, say it again, and understand what they need, then those needs can be clearly communicated, and they can be communicated in a way that's not damaging or threatening. You know, you're just saying not that the other person failed, but that this is what I need, right? I need
right.
unleaded and you're diesel. Like, it's not your fault, you know?